Good morning, everyone. Are y'all tired of seeing me yet? So I just want to update you with what's going on with the food bank. Now, we're going out 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and picking up perishable items, and it's been a pretty significant amount of food. It's frozen chicken, ground beef, hot dogs, steaks, you name it. It's a lot of food. We've been able to bless a few people from our own congregation that have needed some help. We've been able to bless some folks in the local community. And the idea was we've also been able to bless our sister churches that we support. And it's taken us a while to get them on board because they didn't have freezers. So we've gone out and purchased freezers for them and delivered them. 2 of the churches have freezers now, and I'm working with the third pastor. We should work it out today, hopefully. But in the meantime, we didn't want all this free food to go away. So this is really cool. Edwin and I have just been picking up the food and helping out who we could first, and then driving around poor neighborhoods and giving it away. What a blessing that is. I want to share a story with you guys. Edwin was at this low-rent, projects type deal, apartment complex, and they were giving some food away there, and there was this beat-up old car out front. And Edwin says, I want to give food to that person. I wonder who that is. Well, the guy working with them happened to know because he'd worked on their electricity for free because they're poor. He said, she's in apartment 211. So they went up and they're knocking on the door, and she's not answering. And the guy says, well, come on, let's go. Edwin says, nope, something's telling me we need to keep knocking here. So they kept knocking. The lady comes to the door and says, I'm sorry it took me so long to answer. I was face down in prayer. And Edwin said, what were you praying for? And she goes, food, I have nothing to eat. And here's Edwin at the door with a bunch of food, right? So the blessings that are going on right now are amazing. And we have had a couple volunteers show up to help us, and we thank you for that. But we've also had some questions. So I thought some of you may have the same questions. So let me just try to answer them right now. First of all, we're meeting here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 o'clock in the morning. We take off at about 7:15. We drive to Pompano Beach, and there's a Methodist church there that has this whole food bank complex. We're working in an air-conditioned environment, behind the scenes. Everyone wears a mask. A mask is required. There's no strenuous activity required. I'm going to show you what we do. This is how hard it is. We take a marker, and we line through the barcode. The idea is that some of these people, historically, you would give them food, and they would take it back to Publix and return it for money, and they would do whatever they would do with the money. The idea is we want to bless them with nutrition. We want to make sure that they're eating. So that's pretty much all we do. We lift a couple of boxes here and there, just like a can of canned goods, but if that's something you're not able to do, there's plenty of other people that can do that. And I want to stress the point that we are not working with the general public. There are volunteers there and people from the church. Everyone's wearing a mask, but the food lines for the homeless as well as for the local families who have need, we're all isolated from that. So we would love to have some more help, and if you're interested in doing this, you can contact Edwin or myself. We'll be out in the lobby afterwards, and we hope to see more volunteers. Thank you.